Alright guys, I stumbled into the demo for this game while I was searching for demos in the Steam Next Fest week, and I found this game which is named Alan's Automaton. Let me just get to the Steam page. Alan's Automaton Workshop, and I'll read you the byline from the store, okay? Yeah, I'm doing that when I'm not sure if what I'm going to present makes it justice. Uh, yeah, I think they are formulating what I could say a bit better than me. So, Alan's Automaton Workshop is an open-ended programming puzzle game. Start a new business with Alan Turing and his groundbreaking innovation, the Turing machine. Build unique automatons and solve all kinds of problems from clients. Now, I usually don't refer to reviews, but in my case, yeah, I will have to tell you, I'm considering getting into Lua because I have been interested in modding for a while, and I run in a few games in which I started modding. I had plenty of ideas that I wanted to get done, but I was actually lacking the coding knowledge to do it, even though I did have a programmer's background like 20 years ago. Yeah, I was a bit frustrated I couldn't transform my ideas, into the mode I wanted. And I always had to waste a lot of time asking for stuff, and it was annoying for me, especially because I'm kind of an independent dude. I do like to rely on myself quite a lot. And I am considering getting into Lua over the next couple of years. Yeah, because I still have some gaming to do also. And when I found this game, I decided that for me, technically, it might be a good tool just to use for refreshing my basics, regarding programming. And after that, I could start actually focusing on Lua. Even though the style for this one is technically a visual style similar to Unity, it still could do the work for me to help me refresh my basics. And yeah, let me show you what I have done. Oh, by the way, I don't usually refer to reviews, but if you are considering this, do two things. Play the demo. No, three things. Three things. Play the demo first. Alright? Read the most helpful review, which is a negative one. I do think the dude was rushing through this. He played the game on release. Since then, the game has received a ton of updates. I feel like he was rushing and he was just placing down a frustrated review, in my opinion, but read it, go through it. And the second review that I would suggest to read is from a dude named Redglyph. It should be the last, I don't know if for you it's the same. Yeah, recently posted column and the last. You'll recognize it is pretty expansive. And that would be a positive review. I think these should be the steps you should follow. Yeah, so basically play the game, read these two big reviews at least, and then decide if you like this. Okay, I'm not pushing, you guys should know I'm not pushing people into buying games. I'm mostly showing them. I think this one is might be good for me for the reasons I stated, yeah, to help me get back to the basics. And then I'll focus on Lua in the following year or two. Alright, I'm not in a hurry to get there. Yeah, yeah, but I started leaning into modding also quite big. I'm not posting mods, but I did a lot of modding, especially in Stranded Alien Dawn for myself. I think I have like 20 or so mods that I have used for myself. Simple modes, of course, without coding, which was where the frustration went in, you know. But yeah, in the future I am considering into getting to Lua. Maybe, who knows, even C++, but I don't wanna learn both of them. I don't know, because yeah, I'm not gonna make money of it. You know, it's not like a job, it's like a hobby. And maybe I should not overextend myself. I think I'll just stick to Lua. Now let me show you how these are set up. This is the simplest one, right? We have to make the bird. Uh, we have to make the bird. All right. It's pretty cool that they added the automaton layer though. Simple thing, okay. Two parts, devices, and the diagram, basically commands and conditions. Yeah, green. In this case, it will not do something that we will see, because it's the first one. All right, C alarm, C bell. It activates the bell function basically, just turns it on. That's the thing we are doing in the first step. Yeah, as you can see. Sadly, we have to go through the tutorial right now, because it's the first thing. Alright, this is what it does, and later, technically everything is linked together, because we turned on the alarm and the bell function. The bird will be able to use its bell later in later commands. So there is a logic here, you know. Alright, let's go to the next one. I think for the next one it requires us to ring the bell. Yeah, so to my surprise, when I went to the Steam forum, there was one dude complaining about a female android, that it was too naked and too sexy. I mean, I'm a 44 years old man, I don't have children around the house, so I don't really give a flying crap about that part. But it's not really 18 plus in my opinion. I mean, it wasn't warranting a complaint, to be honest. But the rest of the posts were just about logic and solutions and optimization. So that I found pretty cool, you know, like a place where you just wanna do stuff, accomplish stuff, you know, not the usual, man, those graphics were like shit, I hate the game, remove this feature, I don't like it, and stuff like that, that you might see on other gaming forums on Steam. It was pretty cool to see people just interested in solving stuff and finding better ways to do it. Actually refreshing. Now let's look at this. I think this one, I completed this last night and then I went to bed, I was too tired. So I probably won't remember everything that in detail. Yeah. So you remember we activated the bell function. Now we can introduce new routines in order to make it sing if we need it. Yeah. So basically command, it's visual. it's visual. All right. Apparently you can't put every command over here in this. The game doesn't allow you, at least at this point. Oh, see, I can only add one command at this point, and then connect it to another, to the next step and the next step and next step. But I understand the tools you get, the commands you unlock by playing the game, or maybe even just exploring the library, I'm not sure. You can actually unlock new commands while still in the tutorial. Yeah, I think you'll get a lot more complicated things. Yeah, just read that dude's review. I think it's pretty good to explain stuff related to the game. Yeah, I'm afraid I may not do it justice in this case. Yeah, so basically this is solved, right? You start with this. At the beginning, actually they have something like a green outline to give you hints in what they are expecting from you. But after that they are just telling you here, and then a list will appear over here with all the possible cases, and you can click on the cases in order to see what the game really wants from you. If you feel like this explanation is too short or too brief, no. It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple at the beginning. I mean, 10 steps. They were okay with that. Yeah, I would have added them all in the first one, but I can't do that. And with a... I think you don't even need to add a break in the commands. It was like just do this list command. Alright, so this one was the second one. Let's jump off to some of the latest ones. All right, welcome James. All right, I didn't use a breakpoint function over here. I didn't feel like I did it. So basically what this does, when a customer enters, you play one type of song, basically not just two bells. Okay, and when he enters, you play the reverse one, technically, and on the arrows you add the conditions. Okay, I mean the variable is probably tied to... Oh yeah, I remember now. There was talk about sensor pressures, one in front of the door and one inside, you know. So when the front is on, like the dude is in front of the door, means it will enter, right? So you give him the welcome bell, and when you have the other situation, you give him the... yeah, it's simplified of course, because you could have one entering and one leaving at the same time, but just for, you know, the education purpose, it's simplified. All right. So yeah, this is what this means. Front sensor on or pressed, that means welcome. Rear or the one from inside on, bye bye. Something like that. All right, let's go. Probably you could add a timer or something to the front one to give the client enough time to get in and enough time to get out respectively, so you don't have to make the automaton sync 2 times. Already I'm thinking to improving stuff. Yeah, and technically the bird doesn't do anything when both of them are on. See, both of the sensors are on, and doesn't do anything when both of them are off, because they actually are in this situation, right? No, pretty cool. I like it. I think it would be a good tool to help me get back into shape with the basics. All right, let's see. Even though, because sometimes you can only add like one thing. I mean, most of the time you can add only one thing in these diagrams. The drawings can, the schematics, I don't know how to tell them, the diagrams, the full diagrams, uh, the full routine, let's use the programming word, might get a bit big, you know. But yeah, check this out. You can actually tie multiple conditions to the same situation if they apply. All right, so I didn't have to use 4 diagrams in this case. All right, so for this one, yeah, I don't remember what the actual purpose on the automaton was for this, but I did it. Basically, I had to enter each case in this situation to set up stuff for it. And as I said, see, here you will have the test cases, and in case this explanation is not clear enough, you can actually check this and see what's required from you. All right. All right. I think I covered everything. Right, so here you add the conditions, the states for those variables, and let's go. So between each tutorial there are some steps which motivate how this will work on the potential automaton, okay? But yeah, it was so late that I forgot almost all the details. Yeah, yeah, it was a long day yesterday. And now the heartbeat compressor. I think as a potential it could be tied to making it look natural, or the bird to seem scared, you know, something like that, like applications. So in this case, yeah, I think this would be the agitation. This could be like an agitation variable, right, or calm variable, and it would have 4 states from 0 to 3, and depending on the states you would have increased heart rate and stuff like that. Actually, if you think about it, it's pretty cool that they have used the automaton layer technology just to introduce programming. It is actually a pretty cool idea. All right, so in this case, when calm, let's call it calm, when calm is 1, you'll have 1 heartbeat. When calm is 2, you will have 2 heartbeats, and so on. 3, 3, and 0. No response. I don't care about stuff. All right. Keep editing. I do think they could have improved on this though. I'm not sure if later they will let me add just to repeat this 3 times or something like that, you know, instead of putting so many diagrams around. You know, like have everything in one diagram. It would be maybe more efficient visually, but still this works if the number of repeats is not yeah, excessive. still works. Yeah, so this was it, guys. Hope you like it. I know I'll keep this in mind for when I have time to start focusing on programming also. I will use this, as I said, to get myself back in shape a bit with the basics and stuff like that. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and bye bye. Don't forget to read those reviews before you make a decision and play the demo for yourself, because as you could be in the category which doesn't have patience to deal with everything, you know. So better check stuff for yourselves also. Yeah, keep in mind, guys, I don't sell games. You can see I'm, even though I'm considering, because I'm covering so many games from Steam, I'm considering on getting one of those links. But still, even if I had it, I wouldn't actually pressure people into buying games. I never do that. I'm just showcasing stuff that I like. If people consider taking the next step, that's fine. If not, that's fine also. I'm not, involved with Steam. It's just the place where I spend most of my time as a gaming platform. That's it. That's the only reason. And plus they have a better interface, I will admit, than any of the other platforms in which I have games. And yeah, that's the only reason. I don't I don't hold special love for any of the gaming platforms. I will not get into it anymore. Bye bye.